You know, brothers and sisters, there's nothing quite like a good story about the soul. Now, the best stories have a lot of truth to them. The best stories aren't really stories at all, but memories. Memories of who we really are. And there are few beings who excel in showing us who we really are than Kali Ma, my Divine Mother. She is a wondrous force, just a step before the spirit beyond creation. But where are my manners? It is best to talk about such things in the West with a drink. First you. Now this is mead. Wine made from honey. Now, this wine in particular is made in Texas. And the pollen that bees gather is the pollen from Texas wildflowers. And they make honey with it. You can almost taste, well, you can taste Texas wildflowers in this honey. Now, similarly to this mead, we all have this instinct regarding what is reminding us of ourself. Today, I would like to read from a book. Now, today's book is 24 Aspects of Kali Ma. This is a book by Babaji Bob Kindler. A book that I would highly recommend to anybody who wants to know more about Kali Ma. Now, I have not found very many books I would recommend about Kali Ma. Some of them are just referring to Kali in general. Others are trying to understand her in relation to society. But very few are trying to get to the core of the force that Kali Ma is. The being behind the visage, behind the imagery. That warm light that is the Divine Mother. Now, this book is filled with truths, wondrous truths. But I would like to go to a particular part. Now, in reading from a book on Kali Ma, I feel it is appropriate to go to, well, this is page 26 of this book, and it's a chapter called Her Wisdom Eye, or Third Eye, the inscrutable gaze of infinity. Now, there's a lot of obscure spiritual references in this, but I hope that you get the gist, regardless. Even if you aren't particular to Hinduism or Kali Ma or gods in general. Perhaps you just found this video by accident. But, whether you found it by accident or on purpose, let us read a few pages from this book. Her Wisdom Eye, the inscrutable gaze of infinity. Adding immense character to the already striking visage of Mother Kali, the Wisdom Eye, or Third Eye as it is known, appears above her dark eyebrows at the center of her lovely forehead. Like a single radiant star cast upon a dense black firmament, this strange phenomenon holds powerful significance. Its stunning presence on the Universal Mother's beautiful face not only captivates the attention, but hints at mystical secrets, totally unknown to the aspiring minds of humanity. Perhaps no other quality speaks so clearly and endearingly about the presence of truth than the Mother's wisdom eye. The revered and blessed Jesus Christ of Nazareth spoke of such a phenomenon when he stated that to see the Father, thine eye must be single. Such inferences point positively to the indivisible nature of reality and lead us towards perception of the unification of all existence. The human organism sports two of everything: arms, hands, legs, feet, eyes, ears, nostrils, etc. Duality is imprinted upon our very appearance. Even our minds are dual, seldom striving and always failing to reach the focused and balanced plateau of peaceful existence. It is a wondrous thing, then, that the mother of our souls possesses this key to unity that unlocks the doorway of perfect freedom, truth, unity, and freedom. These are the eternal qualities symbolized by Mother Kali's Eye of Wisdom. These three immutable attributes all indicate omniscience. The function of an eye is to see, and in the case of Goddess Kali, Her boundless gaze extends far into infinity. She knows past, present, and future, for they are all wrapped up nicely in her tight universal package called space, time, and causation. Desha, Kala, Nimitta. She is free, free to close her single eye in supernal sleep that at once places the entire universe in a state of dissolution, or close it in a profound meditation so deep and insightful as to make the combined realizations of the gods and goddesses seem insignificant. Or she can open her third eye and project an entire universe in an instant, for her awakening animates consciousness and brings it to bear in all things, abiding throughout all spheres of existence. Her wisdom eye perceives intimately all things in the universe and penetrates beyond into the formless region as well. If fully illumined beings, while plunged in sacred vision, behold her eye of truth in an open position, this indicates that her wisdom teachings are accessible to all who are sincere, and that the path to the realization of the Atman lies open. The Atman is the soul. The big self behind the small self that is ego. If they perceive that her eye is half closed, a sleep of ignorance is cast over the minds of creatures, and the path of spiritual ascent is steep and filled with obstacles. Finally, if the wisdom eye is seen to be completely closed, pralaya, the dissolution of the universe, is at hand, which puts an end to the manifestation of the worlds of name and form, and all their expressions. At this time, the universe remains in seed form, existing subtly in the vast and pure mind of Mother Kali, as dormant ideas and concepts. By the way, Kal means time, so Kali, conqueror of time, or she who sees beyond time. Expressed in another way, an open eye indicates the opportunity for growth in an atmosphere conducive to spiritual awakening. A half-closed eye indicates an age containing a mixture of knowledge and ignorance, at a time when beings must struggle hard to overcome the effects of ignorance and the bondage that results from it. A closed eye puts an end to all ideas of growth or progress. At this time, the illumined are merged in her, while the unillumined await the manifestation of the next cosmic cycle, their energies lying latent, contained, and involved within the potential ideas and creative concepts occupying her fertile mind. The cosmic mind of Mother Kali contains the 14 spheres of existence, and is the terrain upon which all of them, 7 upper and 7 lower, have their foundation. Each sphere is actually a gradated realm of existence containing thousands of worlds, where life forms live their lives according to their inherent destinies. Through them all, the wisdom eye penetrates, manifesting as the very principle of light. Light enables the eye to see, and therefore is its inherent property. In the physical worlds, her eye is represented by the sun in the sky, casting radiance upon all who abide there. None could live or see without her warmth and brilliance. In a realm consisting of subtler materials, where the senses and the physical objects they perceive are not needed, her eye is the light of pure intelligence that reveals and supports the higher truths existing there. Her omniscience, then, reveals all that needs to be seen or known. It casts a light upon physical worlds and illumines matters of the mind as well. That her eye is positioned in the middle of the forehead reveals the mind and its power to be of great importance. An opening of the third eye, called the Ajna chakra in the science of Kundalini Yoga, is the boon bestowed upon one whom the Divine Mother wishes to awaken to inner mystical experiences. It indicates that the contents of the mind are becoming refined and purified, that obstacles to subtle insight are being removed, and that enlightenment of the entire being is approaching. When the Divine Mother awakens the third eye of wisdom in her devotee, entire realms of mystic experience are opened up. Visions of celestial regions and the presiding deities that inhabit them are not uncommon. With the mind taken up in periods of blissful absorption, interest in mundane matters having to do with the ordinary world decreases. The mind then realizes that time and space are relative concepts, having sway only over those minds which choose to relegate their consciousness to narrow constrictions. I would like to say that as I get closer and closer to the Divine Mother Kali Ma, I have found myself valuing what other people value less and less, seeing the values in society of material and becoming a businessman or entrepreneur or somebody who just tries to support himself and his family and friends has become smaller and smaller in me. I seek to help as many people as possible. This isn't a compliment to myself. This is just what happens as you get closer to the Divine Mother Kali Ma. Letting go of old notions pertaining to time and locale, and diverting the mind's attention to the interminable rounds of mundane ritual, which constitutes the daily activities of the worldly minded, who are obsessed with sensuality and materiality. The fortunate awakened soul plunges into experiences of unalloyed bliss. Hours, days, and months of supernal contemplation pass by and flow onward, finally culminating in total immersion with the source of existence. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading there. I hope that this reading has been informative for you on the Divine Mother Kali Ma. And I would like to say that I have not read this whole book before. I've only read about 30, 40 pages of it, but those 30 or 40 pages were awesome. And I don't remember that part. But this book has a lot of wisdom about the Divine Mother Kali Ma and the vastness that she is. How she accepts anyone who will honestly and forthrightly, not necessarily worship her, that of course too, but try to realize themselves with her aid. She wants us to realize who we truly are, that piece of divinity within, becoming one with the divinity in other people. If we seek that, if we seek true connection between all things, between the souls behind everything that are ultimately a part of the one soul, then we will find communication, connection, and the lessons of the Divine Mother Kali Ma very fruitful. Choose what form you want to picture your soul as. Imagine what you would look like. Now, as a soul, you picturing your soul, how much of that has to do with your attachments in this world? The color of your skin, your ethnicity, your culture, your political and religious values. How much of your conditioning literally colors your visualization of your soul? Do you view your soul as having the body that it is wrapped in here and now? Or do you view it as pure light with this communication from it that you can't quite explain, but you can feel it when you see it? You know that that is your soul, and that you know that that soul has existed in other bodies throughout time. We must move forward, brothers and sisters, find ourselves, and find each other along the way. Thank you very much for watching. If you would like to support my work and what I do, you are more than welcome to become my patron on Patreon. Now, it only costs $1 a month, and I give extra content. I write articles on Patreon that I don't put anywhere else. And you get notifications for my YouTube videos, and you can watch my YouTube videos on there. Along that and with the extra content, $1 a month, just a quarter a week, it's a good deal. So I've been struggling and getting more patrons, but if you want to support my work, you like what I do, go to www.patreon.com/darkrealist, capital D, capital R. Go there, check out some of my stuff. I have a lot of it restricted because it's patrons only, but just take a look at the page, see if you like it, see if it's something that you want to see more of. At any rate, whatever you believe, be open to the ideas of others, and try to see the commonality between all different spiritual paths, religions, and the like. Thank you very much for watching. I hope all of you have a great day, and I hope all of you find the source very soon.